Well, hey everybody, what is going on? What you see before you here are two Glock 21 SF frames. And I can probably maybe show you that right there. The interesting thing about the 21 is normally that's the designation for 45 ACP. A Glock 20 is a designation for a 10 millimeter. However, the 21 and the 20s, the actual frames and the dimensions of it are exactly the same. Now your slides are a little bit different in so much as the barrel is going to be a little bit different. But a lot of people, if they have a 20 or if they have a 21, sometimes they'll buy the opposite upper, I guess we'd say. So if you had a 45 and maybe you wanted to shoot 10 millimeter out of it, you could buy a full upper, a 10 millimeter upper, and it'll just slide right on here, no problems. Magazine, well, everything is all the same. So I originally had a Glock 21 SF, which is the 45, and a friend of mine had a 21 frame that he was doing some projects with, and then he decided he no longer needed it, and so he gave it to me. Now, one thing, when I got it, the slide stop thing was kind of stuck in the up position, but it was just the spring needed to be bent down, so I took care of that. And I think it was missing one of these two pins. I couldn't remember which, but I ordered a pin and put that in there. Other than that, that was pretty much all I've had to do. And I haven't really, done a lot with it for the 10 millimeter. I just recently got the upper and everything. But I did want to show you something on this. When we look at, I guess we'd call it like the slide takedown, the slide release lever. I'm not exactly sure what this is called. But anyway, you can see here that there is a slight, if I can get the light, there's a lip that's on that. And if we look at a barrel, see if I can position it here. So you can see there's that lip. So when the barrel, you're not going to be able to see me probably put it on, but when the barrel sits in there, it catches on that lip and sits in there like that, and that doesn't let it go forward. On the one that I got from a friend of mine, the lip that we saw on this one, it's smooth here, it doesn't have the lip. So the actual little piece is in here backwards. It actually needs to be flipped around. So I'm going to go ahead and do that today. So like I said earlier, what I need to do is get this flipped around to where the lip faces back that way. And I think all I need to do, there is a spring, if you can see, I don't know if you'll be able to see right here, that applies tension pushing up, and that's what holds this in the up position here. But I think all I need to do is push this spring down, and then I should be able to get it out the other way. So let's give that a try. And as you can see, it comes out. You'll see, can you see the lip? So it was in this way, and it needs to actually face that way, where the ledge or the lip goes back. So all we got to do, take that, line it back up, make sure it's in there evenly, and there we go. Easy peasy. So this is my aftermarket 10 millimeter slide. Now the slide is a Glock. It's all original, just like the barrel is original. I wanted an aftermarket barrel. Sometimes they can be a little bit, what do I want to say, more precise in how they're built, and that you get a little bit better accuracy. Also, you can shoot a wider variety of ammunition through the aftermarket barrel, and this has to do with how the sort of the grooves and stuff or the rifling is done in the barrels. With the Glock barrels, Glock does not recommend that you shoot anything that doesn't have a jacket or a plating or a coating on it, so you can't shoot like lead through it. However, with something, let me show you here, like that guy, that's KKM Precision, and you can shoot, and you can see there, it's 10 millimeter, and you can shoot lead bullets, all that stuff through it, and it won't foul it up. Now, the original way I came to sort of notice that that was in there backwards is I went to put this on with the original barrel, and it kind of went on, but it always would sort of fight me a little bit. And then when I got my aftermarket barrel, and that actually just came in today, I went to put that on here, and it really didn't do it. And so I got my other frame here, and it went on there no problem. So I started looking at it, and I thought, well, what could be the problems? Is that maybe the barrel too big? Sometimes when you get aftermarket stuff, it doesn't mesh up as well as it should. So I got out the calipers, I measured everything. Everything was all within tolerances and all that other stuff. And then I got to looking at it, and I say, well, let's try and see what's different. What's different from, frame A than frame B? And I looked down and I thought, oh, wait a minute. That little takedown thing, that's backwards. And so I thought, well, let's go ahead and switch that thing out and see what happens. So let's check and let's see if that, I don't know if I'll, kind of fiddly to do it on camera here. Sorry about bumping the camera, but that's it. It goes on easy peasy. No, and we'll make sure it resets. So no problems with it. So anyway, if you're maybe switching slides or something, or you notice maybe your slide kind of doesn't want to go on, or it's got some problems, check some of that stuff. So anyway, that was a real quick fix for me, and it was something that actually you don't really need to take anything apart like you saw earlier. All you need to do is compress that little spring, and then you can just slide your little takedown thing out, and it's all good to go. All right, well, that is it. If you got any questions or have any comments or anything like that, go ahead, let me know down in the comment section. Also, if you have any experience with the KKM barrels, let me know on that. What are some barrels maybe that you guys think are really good? Some maybe you'd want to stay away from. There were also some reports of with the original Glock, because of the way that sort of your feed ramp is and kind of your chamber mouth here is that with some of maybe the higher pressure loads, you'd get case bulging and all that type of stuff. So anyway, let me know what you guys experience. Have you used this particular barrel? Have you used it in a 10 millimeter? What do you think? All right, guys, I'll talk to you next time.